welcome. If you are an old subscriber, welcome back to my channel. So guys, please, if you joined us live, please press the like button. So the other time we were talking about bleeding and spotting in pregnancy, and my connection was very bad, so I couldn't finish. So we will restart it again. I want to thank everyone who is joining me. Thank you so much. Please say hi if you join me, and please press the like button. So bleeding and spotting in pregnancy. Implantation occurs 6 to 10 days after ovulating. So one of the causes of bleeding and spotting in pregnancy is gestational implantation. Implantation occurs 6 to 10 days after ovulating, or maybe 20 to 24 days after ovulating. Once the fertilization occurs, the egg stays in the fallopian tube for 3 days before going into the uterus and begins to implant in the uterine lining. So this is where sometimes some women start bleeding or spotting. That is when fertilization occurs and the egg stays in the fallopian tube for 3 days before going into the uterus and begins to implant in the uterine lining. And this is something that I myself have experienced. So when I got pregnant and I went to the hospital, I told this doctor, I told him that I feel like I've been pregnant for so long, like, because I felt like I think I felt everything when all the fertilization, the implantation process, I felt it. Although I didn't know I was pregnant, I felt like I was, about to menstruate. So when I had my menstruation, 2 weeks later, I started feeling, something like some cramping and all that. So I felt like I was about to menstruate again, although it wasn't menstruation. It was actually the fertilization and the implantation process. And I had some spotting. So I even told my husband that I just had my period 2 weeks ago, and I'm still like, there's some small bleeding, like it feels like I'm menstruating again. So why am I menstruating just 2 weeks after I had my menstruation? So this was exactly what was happening. It was the fertilization and the implantation process. So I remember one day I felt so bloated. My belly was so big. My daughter returned from school and then she told me that my belly looks so big. I was sitting on a chair and she told me that my belly looks so big, like a woman who is pregnant. Though at that time I didn't know I was pregnant. So, but then I felt all the things. I felt everything that was going on. I felt the process of the pregnancy and everything. But I didn't know it was pregnancy. And then later I felt it. I knew that I was pregnant. So this is one of the causes. So at that time I was spotting. So it means that it was the implantation, the fertilization and the implantation process. Wow. So guys, I'm going to block these idiots here. So another causes of bleeding and spotting in pregnancy is having sex. And maybe you have sex and then you get infection. That can also cause bleeding and spotting in pregnancy. Having sex and getting infection, it can cause bleeding and spotting. Another one is smoking. That is the third one. Smoking can also cause bleeding and spotting in pregnancy. And the fourth one is placenta previa. Placenta previa. This is when the placenta lies very low in the uterus and covers all the parts of the cervix. I think I said this the other time. Placenta previa is when the placenta lies very low in the uterus and covers all the parts of the cervix. This is called placenta previa. That is when the placenta lies very low in the uterus and covers all the parts of the cervix. And the fifth one is uterine rupture. It's when the woman tears during labor. This is very rare. This doesn't normally happen, that a woman will tear while she is in labor. like if she starts feeling contractions, like when I say while she's in labor, I'm not talking about when she's delivering the baby. That usually happens when a woman is delivering a baby and then she have tears. But the uterine rupture is not like that. That's the moment the woman goes into labor, she starts feeling contraction and all that. Then she starts having, she gets this tear. So it's very raw. It doesn't usually happen. So this doesn't usually happen then. Uterine rupture, but it's one of the reasons why a woman will bleed or spot during labor. So when this happens, the woman will bleed and spot. So one of the causes of bleeding and spotting is uterine rupture. And another one is miscarriage. 90% of women who have had miscarriage were bleeding or spotting before they had a miscarriage. Like if the woman is about to have miscarriage, she might start bleeding or spotting before she have the real miscarriage. So I think it really gives the alarm or the sign that the woman is about to have miscarriage. That is why it's very important for you to go to the hospital when you start bleeding or spotting, because you might be having a very serious issue, although sometimes not all of them is a serious issue. Sometimes it can be just a normal thing, or sometimes it can be a very serious problem for both the pregnant woman and the unborn child. So you must immediately visit your hospital, your doctor, to find out why you are bleeding. You'll be asked to take a scan and they'll be able to detect whether it's just a normal thing or a serious problem. So another one is ectopic pregnancy. I said the other time. This is when a fertilized egg implants itself outside of the uterus and begins to grow. Ectopic pregnancy is when a fertilized egg implants itself outside of the uterus and begins to grow. Ectopic pregnancy is when the fertilized egg implants itself outside of the uterus and begins to grow. This may cause the woman to bleed or spot during her pregnancy. And I said the other time that ectopic pregnancy cannot result a baby. When a woman have an ectopic pregnancy, she cannot result a baby. So I used to know this woman whose belly was so big, like I was wondering, she was like pregnant for more than 10 months. I was wondering, when is this woman actually going to give birth? Because she's been pregnant for so long. She's been so pregnant for so long. And then one day, though I didn't ask her, through conversation, she told me that it is ectopic. So she wasn't really pregnant. That was when I discovered that the ectopic pregnancy can also looks like a real pregnancy. You might think you are having a baby, but no, it doesn't actually result a baby. They will have to remove the baby for the sake of the mother, for the woman's health. It doesn't result a baby. Ectopic pregnancy is not pregnancy, but it's one of the causes of one of the causes of bleeding and spotting during pregnancy. So if you are here and you're watching me and you've also experienced ectopic pregnancy, you can leave a comment down below and tell us how it is and how it happens. Thank you for joining. Mohammed Elejimi Ben Rajab. I don't know if I mentioned your name well. Thank you so much for joining. Thank you so much, Mohammed. And I also pray that you also have a good life. I wish you all the best. So I think we have dived into all the causes. So when a woman starts bleeding during pregnancy, bleeding and spotting during pregnancy, you might think it's a normal thing. The reason why okay, so I started bleeding in my pregnancy, and I thought it was normal because, like I said, my pregnancy, I had gestational implantation. That is when I spotted and bled just a little. And when I went to the hospital, I thought, even if I was pregnant, I thought maybe I was losing the baby. Maybe I've had miscarriage. but then I learned that it was gestational implantation. So that's when the gestational implantation is when the fertilization occurs. The egg stays in the fallopian tube for 3 days before going into the uterus and begins to implant in the uterine lining, which causes the woman to bleed. So that's exactly what happened to me. So I thought I was, I've had miscarriage, or maybe, I don't know. At that time, I didn't know I was pregnant, although I had a strong feeling that I might be pregnant. I didn't 100% know that I was pregnant until I went to the hospital. I told the doctor that I feel so bloated. I feel so heavy. Like I feel like a woman who have been pregnant for about 4 months, because I felt so heavy. Like my belly was so big. Like I've been pregnant for so long, although I just had my period after I removed my implants. So if I was pregnant for 4 months, it's not possible for you to get pregnant once you have not menstruate, So I just had my menstruation, and then I was expecting the next one, and then just 2 weeks after I've had my menstruation, I started I think about 3 weeks, I started spotting and just a little bleeding. So I was like, am I menstruating again or what? And then later I started feeling so sick, like I had malaria, and that led to another. And although I felt like I had malaria and all that, I still felt strongly that I might be pregnant. And then when I went to the hospital, it was confirmed that I was pregnant. But before I went to the hospital, when I'm home, even when I eat just little, I feel so heavy, and I was craving foods, like I was craving food that I haven't eaten in years, and when I eat them, I feel so heavy. So I think I should have known I was pregnant before I even entered the hospital, or before I even did a home test to find out I was pregnant. So this usually happens. When you see the stones usually alarm, you just need to go to the hospital to confirm whether it's a serious issue or it might be just a normal thing that happens. Okay, so if you have any question, please leave a comment below. Honey, remove the cap from there. Won't you go and sleep? So if you have any question, please leave a comment below and let's discuss. I'm really sorry guys, I've been so busy. So I should be sleeping by now because I went out and I came home very late today, so I should be sleeping by now. Don't come and make noise here. I should be sleeping by now, but I've been so busy. You can see from here that I'm lack of sleep, guys. I've not been sleeping for ages. Oh my god. So I hope you guys are doing so well. Please don't forget to press the like if you just joined the live, and please leave a comment below if you have any question at all, or you can leave a comment later after this live and I'll answer you. And I also want to talk to you guys about the comments. Please forgive me if you don't receive a reply or a like or a love earlier than you should. The comments are so many, and I'm so grateful to God that I have so many comments on my channel, and I'm grateful to God that you guys watch the videos and you also comment. That is so massive. But I said earlier in one of my live videos, I've been so busy, very busy, and I'm trying everything I can. I'm grateful to God and I love you guys so much. I always want to reply to you guys. So please, if you don't get a reply early, please forgive me, and please know that I'll always reply. I will like, I'll comment or love. It's not my intention. It's not my intention. I love you guys and I respect the fact that you watch the videos, you like and comment, but it's not my intention not to reply so early. Thank you guys so much. I thank you so much. I'm so grateful to you guys. So I'll be waiting for any question. If you have any question that you love me to answer, I'll just answer. I'm here for you guys. So guys, if you don't have any question, then I think I'll go to sleep because the girl is feeling sleepy. Lack of sleep can make you sick. I need to sleep. I've been trying so hard to go live after the other live because the connection was so bad, so I wanted to go live, but unfortunately I've been so busy. Not unfortunately, I've been busy for something very, very good. I've been busy doing so many important things, and the channel is also important to me, and you guys are very important to me, but these things I'm doing is very necessary for me to do. I promise you guys I will be going live frequently. So I'll end the live here, guys. I love you so much. I hope you learned so much from it. Thank you so much for joining, and thank you so much for liking. And please, if you have any question at all, you can leave the comment after the live and I'll answer you guys. I love you guys so much. I appreciate you guys so much. Keep watching my videos, keep liking, keep commenting. I love you guys so much. As I promise, I'm going to reward you guys. Thank you so much. I love you guys so much. Bye.